Hi, Sharon Durbin Graves, paintingwithacrylics101.com, an online place for the beginning painter to learn to paint, or if your art looks flat and you need a little help with that, I really encourage you to hop on over there and check it out. Today, we're going to be talking about motivation and starting for this year, getting all geared up and ready to paint in 2022. 2022 is almost here. Thank goodness, because we're tired of 2021 and 2020. And if you want to learn to paint, then I want to help. I only teach beginners. And my reasoning for that is because when I first started 20 years ago, I had a devil of a time getting any kind of instruction or information. Now, I admit it was before the internet, but still in all, it's really hard for beginners to get good fundamental information to make their artwork improve rapidly and exponentially. And what I want to talk to you about today is motivation, inspiration, planning, getting ready to make that change that you want to make in 2022. Now, when you start out painting, there's all this, oh, I can't wait. I want to do it. I want to do it so good. I want to do it right now. And we do want to do it right now. It doesn't always work that way because painting and drawing is a skill. And you can practice skills. You get better at skills. But you seldom does anybody sit down and just, boom, paint wonderfully to start with. There's a learning curve, and sometimes it's a really big learning curve, depending on the subject that you're trying to paint. And there's only one real way to improve, to get better, and it's practice. Practice is the secret sauce. And what I recommend that you do is really look at your art and see one or two things that you don't like about it. And then work on improving those things. Just those things. Push everything else out of your mind. Just work on that. So if it's color theory, mixing paint, values, work on those things only. Learn to see better. Take your time. Watch videos, but don't spend too much time watching videos. I think that that's a big problem people have, is they think if they watch 10 videos, they're going to be painting better. There's only one way to paint better, and that's to put miles on the brush. Pick that brush up and get busy with it. So figure out what you want to work on 2022 and pick two things and spend the time. Do whatever it takes to get better at it, to learn what you're trying to do, to study it, and to practice it. And the other thing I recommend is putting on your calendar time to learn and time to paint. It's important to read, to look at other art, to analyze other art. It's important to do all of those things. But it's just as important, and probably more so, to actually schedule some time in your studio, 30 minutes, an hour, 2-3 times a week, if at all possible, and work strictly on that thing that you're trying to get better at. Don't worry about painting a painting. Don't worry about creating a masterpiece. Double down on the things you want to learn and really work on those and paint things that will encourage you to use what you're learning. And don't worry if it's any good or not. You're not creating something to sell or to publicize. You're creating something to learn with. And so I highly recommend that. And now I teach in acrylics. And so if I'm practicing something, I'm using watercolor paper and it's taped on a board all the way around. And I'm practicing on that piece of paper. And it's inexpensive. I don't have to feel guilty about spending a lot of money on something I'm not going to use, I'm not going to keep, and I'm not going to give away, and I'm not going to sell. It's just learning. And then I keep all of that. I write notes on it. Okay. I was trying to learn this. I did learn this. I got better at this. I don't like this piece. And I use arrows. I mean, I leave myself all sorts of notes. So the next time I want to work on that, I just pull out what I've already done. I refresh my memory and I get back at it. And again, it's watercolor paper. And, it doesn't really even matter what colors you're using because it's usually a values thing. And so you can create values out of any color. And, even if the color's off, if the values are right, your painting will look right. It doesn't matter if you're painting a pink horse. If the values are right, the horse will look right. So 9 times out of 10, beginning painters struggle with values. So I have a number of videos in here and on my blog at www.paintingwithacrylics101.com, and there is a blog on there, and it's all free. There's I don't know how many posts are on there, but you can scroll around and find the ones that are for values if that's your problem. There's also a free class on there. Across the top, there's like a green bar, and you can click on that and sign up to take a free daisy painting class. There's a lot of free information on my website. I do have classes and things for sale, but I also have lots and lots of information that I give away every single day. So anyway, hopefully this is going to help you and motivate you to get going in 2022. So what are you going to do? You're going to look and decide what it is you want to work on. Pick 1 or 2 things, and you're going to schedule yourself some time to study and to paint. And that painting is the most important part. That's where you're going to get the biggest bang for your buck, is putting miles on that brush. So have a great day. I hope to paint together soon. Get on over there and you can follow me on Instagram at KY Paintster, because I'm from KY. I'm in Kentucky. Bet you couldn't tell that. You guys have a great day. Let's paint together real soon.